All right. It's going. All right, we're going to give it a minute here. Let everybody who wants to join in the room tonight get a chance to come on in before we get started. I always seem to get congested right before I go on the air. Funny how that works. All right, let's get the stream going here real quick. I have the link to the score sheets if you want to download that score sheet if you haven't already. To play along, that's in the comments section. It's also pinned to the top of the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page. And we'll get started here in a minute. I don't like how that is. I'm not going to do that. All right, we're going to do the rules here in just a second. Welcome in, everybody. We're just giving it a minute here before we get rolling. Let everybody have a chance to play along. I am just going to, there we go, that's what I need. I need to get the live stream up on my iPad so I can see any Facebook comments that come in. Because once I go full screen, I won't be able to see any comments. Though sometimes they don't pop up on here either. So if you do put a comment in during the course of the game and I don't reply, I'm not ignoring you. I don't see it. So as soon as I see it, I will reply to you. That's how that works. All right, we're going to do our rules here. First, I have to put share screen on here so we can get our presentation, our slideshow going for tonight's game. There we go. All right, let's get rolling here. We're going to play 5 rounds of pub-style trivia like we do here 4 nights a week. First round's a picture round, followed by 3 specific categories. Then we'll do a round of general trivia to end the night. Each round is made up of 5 questions worth 1 point each, and a bonus question that's worth 2 points. Those bonus questions tend to be a little bit harder. That's why they're worth 2 points. So 30 questions in all is going to be asked of you tonight. Game takes about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes from start to finish. I'm going to read you all the questions. They also show up on your screen with a picture clue. And you're going to write your answers down on your score sheets at home. Please do not put any answers in the comment section. You can print out the score sheet provided in the comments or at the Facebook page. Or just use any piece of scratch paper you've got lying around the house. Just make sure there's enough room for 30 answers. You group your answers together by round. So, again, please no answers in the comment sections. I will read you the questions and then go right into a repeat, so you'll get the round twice before I give you a moment to finalize your answers, and then come back and reveal the correct answers to you. You're going to score your own score sheets at home. So please, we're playing on the honor system. No cheating, no looking up answers or changing answers, anything like that. We're just here playing for some fun, exercising our brains, being social while it's recommended that we aren't social. So at the end of the night, after the fifth round, the general trivia round, you are going to add up the scores from all 5 of your rounds, put your total nice and big on the your score sheet, and then take a picture of that score sheet and send it to me via Facebook Messenger. As always, you're allowed to double the score for one of the 5 rounds tonight, and you do that by circling your entire group of answers for that round before the correct answers are revealed to you. So if there's a round you think you've done real well and you want to get double points for that, in that little brief moment that I give you in between reading the questions and giving out the answers, put a big circle around the entire round, and then you can give yourself double the amount of points. Please do not wait until after the answers are read and go, oh, I got all 6 right, I'm going to double. Or don't wait to the end of the night and just double the round you did the best on. When we play the game live but in person, when we can get back to that again on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, you have to turn in your score sheets after each round before the answers are read. So you don't have your answer sheet with you while the answers are being read. So in the spirit of the game, please make your decision on what you're going to double before you hear the answers. So the only 3 major infractions we can really deal with here, of course, is cheating, looking up answers, any of that sort of thing. Putting your answers in the comment section is frowned upon as well, and doubling your score for the round after you've heard the answers. Other than that, we'll have a good, fun game tonight. Our categories for this Tuesday night, January the 12th. Sports announcers is our picture round. I'm going to show you pictures of 5 pretty famous sports broadcasters. You just have to identify who they are. Historic January is round number 2. We'll do this a couple times during the month. Some historical events that happened throughout the month of January is the subject for round 2. Round 3 is Chicago in the movies. All about movies that took place in the city of Chicago. Lord knows there's been a lot of those. Rhyming pairs is round 4. That's where I give you 2 clues, and your answers are going to be a pair of words that rhyme. So you'll get 2 different clues in one big clue, and the answers will be 2 words that rhyme. Pretty simple on the rhyming pairs. I think we've done that one here before. And then general trivia to end the night. Of course, scrolling at the bottom of the screen, that's the PayPal, the Venmo information if you'd like to send a tip. Tipping's not required to play, but it sure is appreciated, especially since I cannot go get paid to host trivia in the bars until we get all this COVID stuff finally wrapped up. So that's a way to help out. Plus, you could also head over to the hockeywriters.com, that author page there. Click away on all those articles there. The more clicks you guys give me, the more money they send me. So that's another way. Plus, you never know when a hockey question is going to pop up here on a play-at-home trivia night. So those are our categories. We're going to get right into the game now. Picture round is our first category, as it always is, and sports announcers is our category tonight. I am going to show you pictures of 5 pretty famous, at least I think they're famous, sports announcers. You have to identify who these gentlemen are. Here we go. Announcer number 1. Start you off with a pretty easy one here. This guy's still very active. Sports, baseball, football. Not sure if he's done other stuff. He might have done some golf over the years. I don't know. You either love this guy or you hate this guy. His dad was a longtime famous baseball announcer, and he's followed in his footsteps. That's announcer number 1. I think that's the easiest one of this round. So we're going to go to number 2. Here's number 2. Long time football, college basketball guy. I don't know if he's still announcing. I don't watch enough nationally televised sports these days to know if he's still out there anywhere. I know he gets himself in trouble every once in a while by saying some stupid stuff on his Twitter account, but I'm not sure if he's announcing anymore. He might have past his prime, or is he? I don't know. Is he even still alive? Let me Google that. He is pretty old. All right, number 3. Here's number 3. One of my favorites of all time. This guy's called a lot of big moments for one of our favorite teams here in Chicago. I got the pleasure of meeting and working alongside him a couple of times during that 2013 season. Here's number 4. Number 4. We hear this guy a lot on Sundays during football season. He's done some golf too. I know he's I think he's the voice you associate with the Masters these days. That is announcer number 4. We're looking for number 5. Here's number 5. Ooh, I don't know what he's doing on that giant calculator. Is that what it is? But you get a peek into what the broadcast booths used to look like way back in the day. Not as high tech as they are today. This is a legendary announcer here in Chicago. This guy did a little bit of everything. He was a very well-rounded announcer, known mostly for doing Chicago baseball, but he branched out. I believe he did some football games and basketball games during his career. He might have even done some Blackhawk games back in the day. And even pro wrestling. I think he did some old school pro wrestling games. He did some Bears. Did a little bit of everything. It was back in the day where you didn't really stick to one thing. Probably because you didn't get paid a whole lot of money, so you had to work all year round. All right, our bonus question for the sports announcer round for 2 points. What former Dallas Cowboys quarterback was part of the original Monday Night Football booth? For 2 points, what former Dallas Cowboys quarterback was part of the original Monday Night Football announcing crew? Yeah, it's a 3-man booth. That was revolutionary back in those days. In the 70s, I want to say that started out. It was this guy, Frank Gifford. So you had 2 quarterbacks in the booth, and then you had Howard Cosell joining them. All right, let's look at our pictures again. Here's announcer number 1. We're just going to roll through these real quick in case you need to see them again. Here's announcer number 2. Double checked, he's still alive. There's number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And the bonus for points. What former Dallas Cowboys quarterback was part of the original Monday Night Football booth? All right, I'll give you guys a moment there to finalize those answers if you need another moment. If you think you've done really well in this round and you want to go ahead and double your points, you know your sports announcers, go ahead and circle your group of answers right now. If not, you still have 4 more opportunities to double that score. You still have the historic January. You also have Chicago movies, rhyming pairs, and our general trivia round. But just a little friendly reminder, there are no multiple choice or true-false questions in the general trivia round. Those will pop up in the other rounds, but not general trivia. All right, let's do our picture round answers, shall we? I think we shall. Announcer number 1. This is a guy everybody loves to hate. But he called one of my favorite sporting moments of all time on the call for that 2016 Cubs World Series win. Joe Buck. Did he call the White Sox 05 win too? I don't remember that far back, if that was a Fox game or not. Announcer number 2. This is Brent Musburger. Brent Musburger, still broadcasting. Looked him up. 81 years old. He is the radio play-by-play guy for the Las Vegas Raiders these days. Still not giving up the ghost. Good for him, I guess. As I said, he's said some kind of dumb things over the years. A little bit old school, but 81 still broadcasting for an NFL team. That's impressive. Number 3, this guy just hung him up. He's retired, and I wish him the best in his retirement. Of course, NBC's longtime national announcer, Doc Emmerich. He's going to be missed on those national games. Great guy. Got to meet him while I had the press credentials for the 2013 Stanley Cup final. Just a really, he comes off on the broadcast as just being a genuine, nice guy, and he's that same person the second he steps away from the microphone. So wish Doc all the best in retirement. Hope he enjoys it. Number 4, this guy gets to sit next to Tony Romo and listen to him predict the plays before they happen. Jim Nantz. I believe he's also the main guy on the Masters broadcast. I wouldn't know because golf is boring. Number 5, this is the legendary Jack Brickhouse. Jack Brickhouse did the Bears, the Cubs, the Bulls, did some boxing announcing, pro wrestling back in the day, did everything. A true legend in broadcasting. And our bonus for 2 points, what former Dallas Cowboys quarterback was part of the original Monday Night Football booth? Don Meredith is who we're looking for. Dapper Don Meredith. It was Don Meredith, Frank Gifford, and Howard Cosell those first couple of seasons. So those are our answers for round number 1. Let's just move right into round number 2, into our more standard question and answer portion of the game. Historic January is our second round, where we discuss all kinds of historic things that happened during the month of January. So let's get right into it. Of course, we got picture clues for all of our questions. So some of them will try and lead you in the right direction towards the answer. So here we go. Question number 1, round number 2 of 5. What Massachusetts senator announced his intention to seek the Democratic nomination for president on January 2nd, 1960? What Massachusetts senator announced his intention to seek the Democratic nomination for president on January 2nd, 1960? It shows you how things have changed, because 1960 was an election year. And this guy's announcing his intention to run for office in January of the election year. Nowadays, it's like 2.5 years before the election. You've got 85 candidates already. So goes to show you how that whole process has changed in many ways. Question number 2. Which fast food chain launched the Where's the Beef ad campaign on January 9th, 1984? Was that McDonald's, Wendy's, or the Burger King? Which fast food chain launched the Where's the Beef ad campaign on January 9th, 1984? Was that McDonald's, Wendy's, or Burger King? Home of the Big Bun. Where's the Beef? This lady was huge. Clara Peller was the actress's name. She was huge. She was everywhere for a few months. She was so big, she was the guest timekeeper at the main event for WrestleMania 2. That's how big she was. All right, number 3. True or false, the 17th Amendment, which went into effect on January 16th, 1919, banned alcohol production and sales and started prohibition. True or false, the 17th Amendment to the Constitution, which went into effect on January 16th, 1919, banned alcohol production and sales and started prohibition. True or false, flip a coin. Question 4. Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, and Chuck Berry were among the first to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on January 23rd, 1986. The actual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is located in which city? Is it in Nashville, New York, or Cleveland? Elvis, Buddy Holly, and Chuck Berry were among the first class inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on January 23rd, 1986. If you wanted to go visit the actual building and museum, where would you have to go? Are you going to Nashville, New York, or Cleveland for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Question number 5. Which holiday was observed in all 50 states for the first time on January 18th, 1993? Which holiday was observed in all 50 states for the first time on January 18th, 1993? Think about those January holidays. And our bonus question. AT&T was broken up as a result of an antitrust suit on January 8th, 1982. For 2 points, what does AT&T stand for? AT&T was broken up as a result of an antitrust lawsuit on January 8th, 1982. What, for 2 points, does the AT&T stand for? I don't think they really use that. I think it's basically when it first started, it was an acronym for something. I don't believe that it is anymore. But there was a time when the AT&T meant something. I think now it's just branded as just AT&T. But when the company was first founded, it was an actual acronym. I don't think that's the case anymore. Probably hasn't been for a long time. But when AT&T was first founded back in the late 1800s, I want to say, or maybe it was the early 1900s. Nope, 1877. 1885. Yeah, late 1800s. What was the AT&T standing for? Let's repeat these questions for you. Number one, what Massachusetts senator announced his intention to seek the Democratic nomination for president on January 2nd, 1960? Number two, which fast food chain launched the Where's the Beef ad campaign on January 9th, 1984? Was that McDonald's, Wendy's, or Burger King? Number three, true or false, the 17th Amendment, which went into effect on January 16th, 1919, banned alcohol production and sales and started prohibition. True or false? The 17th Amendment started prohibition. Number four, Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, and Chuck Berry were among the first artists to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The actual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Museum is located in which of these cities? Is it Nashville, New York, or Cleveland? Number five, which holiday was observed in all 50 states for the very first time on January 18th, 1993? What holiday was observed in all 50 states for the first time, January 18th, 1993? And the bonus question, AT&T was broken up as a result of an antitrust suit on January 8th, 1982 for 2 points. What did the AT&T stand for at one time? It no longer stands for anything, but at one point it was an acronym. What was it an acronym for when AT&T was originally founded in the late 1800s? All right, we're going to give you a moment here to finalize those answers. Now is the time that if you want to double your score for this round, you make that decision and circle your group of answers. Just a quick reminder, if you want to have a play-at-home trivia night, either for you to host yourself in a little get-together, or if you would like me to come and host your virtual video conferencing call, do a trivia night for your if you're having like a little team building exercise at work, or like a happy hour, or your book club, your Rotary club, whatever club you have that meets online. If you'd like to have a trivia night, I can jump on your call and do whatever kind of rounds you would like. It's all custom, however you guys want to do it. Send me an email, gjb1979@gmail.com, for more information and pricing on that sort of thing. Please like the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page. Hopefully we're going to be getting back to our Tuesday and Wednesday night in-person games sooner rather than later. So that's where you're going to get all the information and updates when that starts happening again. You'll get your categories for the week, your free question of the week. You get the vote and player choice polls. Yeah, it will be a good time. So make sure you like that page if you don't already. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. Twitter is where you'll get all the links for my Hockey Writers coverage of the Blackhawks, NHL breaking news and prospects, and the AHL. The AHL is returning in a couple of weeks. I'm excited about that. I'll be covering the AHL Central Division, mainly the Wolves and the Ice Hogs again So please follow me on Twitter. You could also like the Hockey Writers page on Facebook while you're over there as well. We do every Monday night. We do a Blackhawks banter show. Myself and the other Blackhawks writers on the site. You can check out last night's episode. It is there for you. We do some season predictions, and we're just excited that we're going to actually have actual games to talk about starting tomorrow night. Good times. All right. That's all the promotions for now. Let's do our answers for Historic January. Question 1, what Massachusetts senator announced his intention to seek the Democratic nomination for president on January 2nd, 1960? Not only did he get the Democratic nomination, but he went on becoming president later that year. John F. Kennedy is who we're looking for. JFK. Number 2, which fast food chain launched the Where's the Beef ad campaign in 1984? That, of course, was Wendy's. Wendy's, loving the new GIF function here on the picture clues. I wish I would have known I could do that a long time ago. Be taking advantage of that when I can. Number 3, true or false? The 17th Amendment, which went into effect on January 16th, 1919, banned alcohol production and sales and started prohibition. That is a false statement. Everything about that is true except the amendment number. It was actually the 18th Amendment that did all that and went into effect in 1919. So that is false. 18th Amendment started prohibition. Number 4, Elvis, Buddy, Chuck, all those guys, they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986. The actual museum is located in which city? Nashville's home to the Country Music Hall of Fame. And even if you don't like country music, I recommend checking that out if you're ever down there. It's really cool. New York is where they have the induction ceremonies, but the actual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is in Cleveland, Ohio. I know there's one team for sure playing tonight that got that right. Number 5, which holiday was observed in all 50 states for the first time on January 18th, 1993? That would be Martin Luther King Jr. Day, MLK Day, for the first time in all 50 states was observed not even 30 years ago. The bonus, AT&T was broken up as a result of an antitrust suit. In 1982, the AT&T stood for something at one point in time. Back when it was first founded, it stood for American Telephone and Telegraph. American Telephone and Telegraph. You have a good idea why they don't really refer to that anymore. It's just AT&T, no meaning behind the letters, because it's all cell phones. There's no telephones or telegraphs anymore. All right, those are our answers for Historic January. So we're going to move right along in the round number 3 of 5, Chicago in the movies. Talk about some of the movies that were filmed here and take place here. Lots of great movies made here in our hometown of Chicago. Let's talk about a few of them right now. Number 1, who was the pastor at the Triple Rock Church in the Blues Brothers? Who was the pastor at the Triple Rock Church in the Blues Brothers? One of their most memorable scenes of that classic. One of my favorite movies of all time, Chicago or Not. That is one of my all-time favorites. The music, the cameos, it's so good. So good. I don't know if I enjoy it more because I'm from Chicago and you get some of the inside jokes a little more, but it's just such a good movie. The amount of music legends that appear in this movie, including the guy who was the pastor at the Triple Rock Church, it's pretty insane. I don't think you can get a cast like that together these days. So who played the pastor at the Triple Rock Church in the Blues Brothers? Let's do number 2. Which future sitcom star played a snooty, yuppie neighbor in the classic holiday comedy National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Was that Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Courtney Cox, or Fran Drescher? Which future sitcom star played a snooty, yuppie neighbor in the classic holiday comedy National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Was that Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Courtney Cox, or Fran Drescher? Yeah, this is a Chicago movie. Yes, the house is somewhere in the burbs, but of course there's that famous scene at Marshall Fields where he's shopping for lingerie and makes that famous line about it being a little cold outside. But who played the neighbor? One of the two yuppie neighbors before she was pretty famous. Number 3, true or false, Ron Howard directed the 1991 Chicago movie Backdraft. True or false, Ron Howard directed the 91 movie Backdraft about the Chicago Fire Department. I remember when this came out, and it came out on VHS. We rented it and took it to my grandpa's house to watch it so he could see it. He was a retired firefighter, 30 years on the job, and he hated this movie. He just said, none of that happens. He just kept calling. I never heard a grown man say BS more in an hour and a half than I did when I watched this movie with my grandpa back in the day. Backdraft. Was that Ron Howard? Was he the director? True or false? Regardless of what my grandpa thinks or thought of this movie, true or false, was Ron Howard the director? Number 4, the John Hancock Building was the setting for the third installment of which horror movie franchise? Was it the Scream movies, Poltergeist, or Child's Play? John Hancock Building was the setting for the third installment of which horror movie franchise? Was it Scream, Poltergeist, or Child's Play? This one could have been, we did horror movie sequels. Was that Sunday night? I think we did horror movie sequels on Sunday night. So this could have fit that category as well. But the third movie of which horror movie franchise took place at the John Hancock Building? Scream, Poltergeist, or Child's Play? Number 5, who is the Sausage King of Chicago in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Who is the Sausage King in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Now, when I mean who, not who is claiming to be the Sausage King of Chicago, but what is the actual name of the Sausage King of Chicago? We all know it's Ferris who says he's this person, but what is the name that he uses? It's a great scene. I love this Mater D guy. All right. Bonus question time. For 2 points, name the artist and the song Tom Cruise danced around in his underwear to in Risky Business. Another movie that mostly takes place in the Chicago burbs, but it is a Chicago movie. For 2 points, name the artist and the song that Tom Cruise danced around in his underwear to in a Risky Business, an iconic scene. It's been parodied in other movies and commercials for a long time. All right, let's repeat our questions here. Chicago movies, round number 3. Question number 1. Who was the pastor at the Triple Rock Church in the Blues Brothers? Who played the pastor? Number 2. Which future sitcom star played a snooty, yuppie neighbor in the classic holiday comedy National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Was that Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Courtney Cox, or Fran Drescher? Ooh. Voices like nails on a chalkboard. Number 3, true or false, Ron Howard directed the 1991 Chicago-based movie Backdraft? Was Ron Howard the director of Backdraft? Yes or no? Number 4, the John Hancock Building was the setting for the 3rd installment of which horror movie franchise? Was it part of the Scream, Poltergeist, or Child's Play universe? Number 5, who is the Sausage King of Chicago in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? What is his name? And the bonus question for 2 points. Name the artist and the song Tom Cruise danced around in his underwear to during Risky Business. Rebecca De Mornay. Yes, sir. All right, I'll give you a minute to finalize those answers. These are little updates on our theme nights. Thursday nights around these parts is our theme nights. We had technical difficulties last week. We had to cancel Wednesday and last week Thursday's theme night due to some webcam malfunctions on my end. So we're just pushing them all back. We're supposed to do Arnold Schwarzenegger last Thursday. We're going to do him this week, Thursday night, Arnold Schwarzenegger trivia. Next week, the 21st, will be Oh Canada. That will be an all Canadian trivia night. We'll definitely be doing a hockey round, maybe a Letterkenny round. Talk about some Canadian music. Been plenty of good musicians and bands that come out of Canada. It'll be a fun night. The 28th will be a Seinfeld trivia night. That's always asked a lot, requested. One of my most requested categories. So we'll do a whole night of Seinfeld trivia on the 28th, and then February, we'll kick off February the 4th with a Star Wars trivia night. We've done a couple of those, but I'll have some all-new Star Wars questions for that night. So if you have any ideas for future theme nights or just a round you want to play on a normal trivia night, please feel free to send those to me. You can send those to me when you turn in your score sheets. Make a comment here in the feed, email me, post, send a message to the Facebook page. Doesn't matter how you get it to me, but let me know if there's any particular categories you want to play in the near future. All right, here is question number 1. Our answers for Chicago in the movies. Who was the pastor at the Triple Rock Church in the Blues Brothers? That famous scene, James Brown. James Brown, one of many musical legends in that movie. James Brown, Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin, Cab Calloway, so many great, talented people. John Lee Hooker makes an appearance. Good stuff. Number 2, which future sitcom star played a snooty, yuppie neighbor in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? That was Julia Louis-Dreyfus before her Seinfeld days. Yeah, that's a great movie. Great movie. Always watch it around Christmas time. Number 3, true or false, Ron Howard directed the 1991 Chicago movie Backdraft. That's true. It was a Ron Howard directed movie that was full of BS and lies, according to my retired fireman grandpa. Number 4, John Hancock Building was the setting for the 3rd installment of the Poltergeist series. Poltergeist 3 takes place in the John Hancock Building. That one's not a bad movie. As far as horror movie sequels, it's not terrible. The original Poltergeist is one of the scariest movies of all time. That movie stuck with me. I saw it way too young. Number 5, who is the Sausage King of Chicago in Ferris Bueller's Day Off? It's Abe Froman. Everybody remembers Abe Froman. That's who the Sausage King of Chicago is. And the bonus question for 2 points. Name the artist and the song Tom Cruise danced around in his underwear to in that famous scene in Risky Business. That would be Bob Seger's Old Time Rock and Roll. You needed to have both Bob Seger and Old Time Rock and Roll to get both points. If you only have one, give yourself 1 point. Obviously, if you didn't come up with either, you don't get any points. But you need to have both Bob Seger and Old Time Rock and Roll to get both bonus points this round. So that wraps up round number 3. Let's go to round 4. It's rhyming pairs. We've done this before, I think, on the Play at Home nights. I know we've done it in-person games. I'm going to give you 2 clues. And then the answers will be words that rhyme. It's pretty simple. So you're going to get a pair of clues in one big clue, and the answers all rhyme. There are all 2-word answers that rhyme. Rhyming pairs. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's get into it. Rhyming pair number 1, a Johnny Depp lizard movie mixed with a popular dance. A Johnny Depp lizard movie mixed with a popular dance. What's the rhyming pair we're looking for there? A Johnny Depp lizard movie mixed with a popular dance. Looking for a rhyming pair that matches that description. Here comes rhyming pair number 2. The U.S.'s 23rd state and a certain ache you feel. The U.S.'s 23rd state and a certain ache you feel. What is our rhyming pair there? The 23rd U.S. state and a certain pain you feel, or certain ache you feel. Rhyming pair number 3, Jiggly Gelatin Gentleman. Easy for me to say. Jiggly Gelatin Gentleman. What is that rhyming pair we're looking for there? Jiggly Gelatin Gentleman. Who could that be? Jiggly Gelatin Gentleman. Rhyming pair number 4, Michael's enemy on The Office if he had a hit song, Porcelain. Michael's enemy on The Office if he had a hit song, Porcelain. Michael's enemy on The Office if he had a hit song, Porcelain. Remember, all these answers will have 2 words that rhyme with each other. Rhyming pair number 5, a key piece of every drum set and a ball game played at recess. A key piece of every drum set and a ball game played at recess. Key piece of every drum set and a ball game played at recess. What rhyming pair are we looking for here? And we have a bonus rhyming pair. This one's a little harder, at least I think it is. So it's worth 2 points. A necklace for your great-great-granddaughter. A necklace for your great-great-granddaughter. This one's worth 2 points if you know this one. A necklace for your great-great-granddaughter is the bonus rhyming pair. A necklace for your great-great-granddaughter is the bonus. Can you figure it out and get 2 big points? Let's repeat our rhyming pairs for you real quick. Number 1, a Johnny Depp lizard movie mixed with a popular dance. A Johnny Depp lizard movie mixed with a popular dance. Number 2, U.S.'s 23rd state and a certain ache you feel. The U.S.'s 23rd state and a certain ache you feel. Number 3, Jiggly Gelatin Gentleman. The Jiggly Gelatin Gentleman. Number 4, Michael's enemy on The Office if he had a hit song, Porcelain. Michael's enemy on The Office if he had a hit song, Porcelain. Number 5, a key piece of every drum set and a ball game played at recess. A key piece to every drum set and a ball game played at recess. And the bonus, a necklace for your great-great-granddaughter. This one's worth 2 points if you could figure it out. A necklace for your great-great-granddaughter. All right, we're going to give you a moment to finalize those rhyming pair answers. If you still haven't used your double score option, you have this round and the general round remaining to do so. And don't forget, we are doing this 4 nights a week, minus broken webcams. So we'll be back. This is just the first of 3 straight nights we do midweek. We'll be back here tomorrow night for another standard game at 7 o'clock. And then Thursday is our theme night, as we mentioned a few moments ago. Arnold Schwarzenegger trivia on Thursday night. And then we'll be back at it Sunday night again. That will obviously change when we get back to being able to do Tuesdays and Wednesday nights at Firewater Saloon on the north and south sides. There's preliminary talks, it sounded, that if numbers can get into a certain zone for a certain amount of days in a row, that they could be allowing limited indoor seating again legally. So hopefully that happens here in the next few days, and maybe we can get our in-person games back going again here in a couple of weeks. That'd be great for many reasons. But until then, we're playing 4 nights a week at home. All right, let's do our answers for rhyming pairs. Let's see how you guys did with this round, making you guys think a little bit more than just your standard questions. I always enjoy these types of rounds more than just the regular who did what type things. Rhyming pairs. Johnny Depp lizard movie mixed with a popular dance was number 1. That is a Rango Tango. Not a Wango Tango, but a Rango Tango. Who remembers the movie Rango? If you do remember it, then it paid off. Rhyming pair number 2. United States 23rd state, and a certain ache you feel is a main pain. Main pain is the answer we're looking for there. Number 3, a jiggly gelatin gentleman. That would be a Jello Fellow. Jello Fellow is what we're looking for number 3. Number 4, Michael's enemy on The Office, if he had a hit song, Porcelain. That is Toby Moby. Toby Moby. Yeah. Number 5, a key piece of every drum set and a ball game played at recess. That would be a snare foursquare. Snare foursquare. Who remembers playing foursquare? Bonus, a necklace for your great-great-granddaughter. That would be a descendant pendant. A descendant pendant. Anytime I can give a shout out to the descendants, I'm a happy guy. Descendant pendant is our bonus answer. So that wraps up rhyming pairs. We got one more round to go. It's general trivia. This is our final round. Here's where I ask you some random questions at the end of the night. Hopefully you're going to come up with those very specific answers I'm looking for. After this round, you're going to add up your scores from the previous 5 rounds, put that score on your score sheet, take a picture of said score sheet, and send that to me to either to play the Trivia Nights with Greg Facebook page or my personal Facebook page. If you're playing on Periscope, you can send that via Twitter. If you're on YouTube, please use Facebook if you've got access to it. Otherwise, just post your score in the comments. You can't put any pictures there, so just post your final score if you're over on YouTube. Question 1, general trivia, final round of the night. Who directed both The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind in the same year, I want to say? Who directed both The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind? That's a pretty good resume right there. Who directed both Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind? Question number 2. Ives McGaffey, that sounds like a fake name, but that's a real name, is best known for what invention that was originally called the whirlwind in 1869? Ives McGaffey is best known for what invention that was originally called the whirlwind in 1869? If you know who that is in the picture clue, that is a huge clue to what I'm talking about. Ives McGaffey is best known for what invention that was originally called the whirlwind in 1869? Number 3, Spuds MacKenzie was featured in many commercials during the 1980s for what brand of beer? Spuds MacKenzie was the spokesdog for what brand of beer during the 1980s? This dog was huge too. Between him and the Where's the Beef Lady, two of the biggest commercials of that decade. I think I even had a Spuds MacKenzie t-shirt or sweatshirt growing up at one point. I mean, yeah, the alcohol companies weren't targeting kids at all. That I was probably 8, 9 years old and had a Spuds MacKenzie shirt that included the name of the beer we're looking for. That's awesome. Number 4, the duckbill platypus is native to what country? The duckbill platypus is native to what country? Number 5, California is one of only 2 U.S. states that grows coffee plants commercially. What is the other one? California is one of only 2 U.S. states that grows coffee plants commercially. What is the other state that grows coffee? And the bonus question for 2 points. What superhero was given the name Kal-El at birth? Or Kal-El, I don't know how exactly what you stress there, but that's what it is. For 2 points, what superhero was given the name Kal-El at birth? All right, let's repeat these questions real fast for you. Question number 1, who directed both The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind? 2 big movies, 1 director. Who was it? Number 2, Ives McGaffey is best known for what invention that was originally called the whirlwind? Whirlwind. Back in 1869. Number 3, Spuds MacKenzie was featured in many commercials during the 1980s for what brand of beer? What beer was Spuds MacKenzie pimping back in the 80s? Number 4, the duck-billed platypus is native to what country? Number 5, California is one of only 2 U.S. states that grows coffee plants commercially. What is the other one? And the bonus question for 2 points, what superhero was given the name Kal-El at birth? And if I'm butchering that, that's just too damn bad.
Playing from Greg's laptop.
All right, I'll give you guys a moment to finalize those answers before I read you the correct ones. Again, this is your last chance to double the score. If you haven't done that yet, go ahead and do that now. After this round, after I'm done reading you the answers, you guys are going to then send me your final scores, your score sheets on Facebook Messenger to find out who our big winner is this Tuesday night. First of 3 straight nights of Play at Home trivia. All right, let's do our answers for the general trivia round. Question number 1. Who directed both Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind? That was Victor Fleming. Victor Fleming. Number 2, Ives McGaffey is best known for what invention? That was originally called the Whirlwind in 1896. That's former U.S. President Herbert Hoover in the picture. And of course, when you hear Hoover, you automatically think of the vacuum cleaner. At least you should. The vacuum cleaner was invented by Mr. Ives McGaffey. That sounds like a name like Daffy Duck would use in disguise on the Looney Tunes. Number 3, Spuds MacKenzie was featured in many commercials during the 1980s for Bud Light. Bud Light beer was what Spuds MacKenzie was drinking. Number 4, the duck-billed platypus is native to Australia. Australia is what we're looking for. Number 5, California is one of only 2 U.S. states that grows coffee plants commercially. What is the other one? If you're a big coffee person, you've probably had some Hawaiian coffee at some point or another. Hawaii is what we're looking for number 5. And the bonus question for 2 points, what superhero was given the name Kal-El at birth? It happened when he was born on the planet Krypton. Superman. Superman, that's his birth name right there, what we're looking for. All right, that wraps up the game for the night. So we only have one thing left to do besides go back in the full screen mode for me, is we got to figure out who is going to be our big winner tonight. All right, I just saw your comment there, Justin. Very cool. I was wondering, I was like, where did you have a Spuds MacKenzie? That doesn't look like the apartment. So hopefully you guys are having fun playing trivia there at Lamplighters. And hopefully some of you guys pop back in at another time and play in future nights. All right, let's start sending those score sheets over. I'm going to grab my pad and pen here so we can figure out who our big winner is this evening, our Tuesday night. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, we're starting to roll in. we have Team Rios. I've got your score. Thank you. Joey and Anna looking to get back into the winner's circle. All right. All right, looks like we got a pretty decent crowd here. Cassie, I've got your score. Thank you for popping on playing. Good to see you. Hopefully we'll be able to do a Tuesday night in person again in the very near future so I can see you guys. We got Double G and Z, our Chicago-Cleveland group. I have your score. Thank you, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. All right, we have the Watsons and Malones. Welcome back, guys. Our Chicago and Boston group. So we got Boston, Cleveland checking in tonight. We got people all over the place playing. Love to see it. Hope you guys are doing well over there on the south side. Let's see here. We got Team U David, Justin and the crew over at Lamplighters. Thank you guys for checking in and playing along tonight. I hope you guys had fun and you guys do this more often. You don't need Justin to play. You know, he's fun. He's a cool guy, but, you know, you don't have to have him around to play. You guys are welcome anytime, every night. All right. Let's see here. Let's just make sure I'm not missing anybody. I think that's everybody. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I want to do that. All right. Let's get our little banners here going real quick so we can announce our big top 5 tonight. We're actually going to fill out a top 5 tonight. That's good. All right. Keep hitting the wrong button. And here we go. Bear with me for 2 seconds here as we get this correct. All right, here we go. Here's our top 5 for tonight. Very close game. Doesn't get much closer than this. In 5th place, running solo tonight, we had Cassie with 26 points. Respectable showing on your own. And I don't know if you missed the picture round or you just didn't, you're not a sports announcing person. You just put down nope. So either that just wasn't your category or you weren't here for it. But otherwise, very nicely done tonight. 5th place on the big board. We have a tie for 3rd place tonight with 38 points. Team Rios, Joey and Anna, and Team U David over there at Lamplighters, Justin and crew. Thank you, all of you guys, for checking in and playing. Hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys will come back and play again soon. You guys were so close, just 1 point behind the winners tonight. We had a tie. You guys are tied for third, but it's technically the runner-up spot because we had a tie atop the leaderboard tonight. The Watsons and Malones back with us and back in the winners circle. You've tied with Double G and Z, Arbella Watson, Zupan, and Dan team. 39 points. Our two multi-state teams tied for the lead. Watsons and Malones, players in Chicago and Boston, and Double G and Z have players in Chicago and Cleveland. So we are going across state lines tonight. We have 3 different states getting to claim tonight's victory. Nicely done, everybody. Thank you guys all for playing along tonight. I really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow night, another round, another edition of Play at Home Trivia. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Keep your eyes glued to the Facebook page tomorrow morning and Twitter as well. I'll put those categories up as soon as I figure out what the heck we're going to play. And then Thursday, Arnold Schwarzenegger trivia. It's actually going to happen. We were supposed to do it last week. We're doing it this week, I promise. So yes, stick around. Come back tomorrow night at 7. Until then, please, everybody, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. Be responsible and safe and all that good stuff. Let's get through all this nonsense so we can get back to doing this together in person with no more interruptions. That would be ideal. So take good care, and we'll meet you right back here in 23 hours. Good night, everybody. Thank you.